on a probation revocation for resisting arrest. He, according to what I see, he already has about 89 days credit. And I know that the state made an offer yesterday of 30 days. What does the defense plan to do?
I think we want to take that offer, Your Honor, since it's credit for time served.
Okay, do you want to do it right now?
If I can have a breakout room with my client to explain it to him really quickly, and then yes,
Okay.
ma'am, I think we can get on the road.
Okay, Rihanna, can you do that?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, just so you know, on Calanche, Mr. Hernandez is the defense counsel on his other case. I believe Mr. Dowd is the defense counsel on the case that's set today.
Okay. Yeah, we have several of those cases where we have two different attorneys. So there's also Mr. Amador also where we have different counsel. Okay. So on this one, it's going to be, if he takes it, it's a plea of true to 30 days, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that way, the clerk, who's the clerk? Is it you, Jessica?
Yes, Judge, good morning.
Yay. Okay, and Mr. Dowd?
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready to proceed.
Okay, then it's gonna be 30 days, Jessica, plea of true. And I believe he's got about 80-something days credit, if I'm not mistaken. And Mr. Griffith, let me ask you, are we going, well, Mr. Griffith and Mr. Dowd, are we going on the new offenses or merely on the technicals? Because they're all new offenses from New Mexico.
So, Your Honor, it's the first paragraph in section 2 is all the offenses in New Mexico, the state will be abandoning. And then the rest of the paragraphs, other than the New Mexico offenses, will be proceeding on.
Okay, perfect. All righty. Okay, where did I lose Mr. Garcia?
Let me bring him back to the main room, Judge.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Garcia. Can you hear me? Okay, you're muted.
Yes, Your Honor, I can hear you.
Okay, all righty. Good morning, everyone. We are here under cause number 2020-0C01217, State of Texas versus Manuel Garcia. And may I have announcements from council, please?
Hunter Griffin for the state is ready.
Joseph Dowd for the defense is ready, Your Honor.
And Mr. Garcia, you were placed on probation back on December 15th of 2020 for the offense of resisting arrest, and you were placed on probation for 9 months. The probation department, as well as the DA's office, has filed a motion to revoke your probation, alleging you did not comply with your probation by moving without permission and not paying your community supervision fees, not paying all your court costs, and not adhering to a curfew on April 2nd of 2021. You have two options, Mr. Garcia. If you wish to fight those allegations, we can have a hearing in front of the court. If you do not wish to fight the allegations, you may plead true. What do you wish to do?
I plead true.
Okay, raise your right hand. Well, hold on. There you go. Raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
So help me God. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you the same Manuel Garcia that was placed on probation for the offense of resisting arrest back on December 15th of 2020? Is that
Yes.
you?
Yes, correct.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you some questions. Let me know if they're true or not true, okay? On or about
Yes.
July 14th of 2021, you moved without permission from your assigned supervision officer. Is that true or not true?
True.
Okay, and during the months of April 2021 to July 2021, you did not pay your community supervision fees, true or not true?
True.
And during the same time period, you also didn't pay your fine, fees, court costs, and other court-ordered monies, true or not true?
True.
And on or about April 2nd of 2021, you did not adhere to your curfew, which was from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Is that true or not true?
True.
The court is going to find that the technical violation allegations are true and correct. And for the record, the state abandoned the new offense allegations and hereby revokes your community supervision, sentences you to 30 days in the county jail. You will be given credit for all the time that you served this time as well as the other time. So you have credit. Is there anything else holding him there?
Not in the state, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Not in the
I
state.
checked jailing, so I don't see anything else. So if that's the case, then you're done with county court too, okay?
Can I ask you a question, Your Honor?
It depends on what the question is.
Hey, man, if you want to ask a question, you need to call up my office and talk to me, and I'll talk to you. All right, brother?
Okay, yes. It's just about probation. I don't know if I'm on probation still or not.
All right.
No
Jack,
probation?
you've been terminated off your probation for this case. You've been sentenced
Okay.
to 30 days. You've already been in jail.
Thank you.
Okay,
sir.
so you're not on probation anymore out of this court. I don't know if you're on probation out of New Mexico, anywhere else, but from here, you're done with us, okay?
All right, thank you, ma'am.
All righty,
I
thank you and
appreciate
good
you.
luck, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that takes care of Mr. Garcia and Rihanna. Who do we have? Did Ruben Hernandez log on?
Not yet, Judge. I can let in Mr. Avalar for Amador.
Okay, and yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And let's go with Isaac Amador, please. So there's Daniel, and then there's the public defenders. All
Yes,
righty.
Judge.
Good morning, everyone. We are here under cause number 2020-0C02621. Mr. Isaac Amador, and he is being represented by the Public Defender's Office, and that's the case that is holding him in the county jail. Mr. Amador also has 2021 P-File 06884, which is a DWA second. And that is supposed to be filed either today or tomorrow, is what I was told. And so we are here on the bond hearing. And Mr. Avelar, have you been retained on the probation case?
I have, Your Honor.
Okay, have you filed an entry?
We are doing it right now. I don't know why I didn't do it from the beginning. I did file the entry on the P file as the court indicated, Your Honor.
Yeah, on the P file, you're there.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
can you submit it like ASAP?
Yes, ma'am. It's being done right as we speak.
Okay. And then Rihanna, let me know when you receive it.
Yes, Judge.
And then do we have Victor Valandran? Do you have the probation officers appear? I don't know what CC2 does.
No, Judge, they just send the summaries.
Okay, all righty, perfect, thank you.
Judge, no, we just sent the motion in to the public defender's office, and we're going to do the entry right now.
And Rihanna, I know you sent me that case summary, right? Okay, let me glance at it while we're waiting on the entry. Let me just glance at the case summary.
Is there a PO here? CSO or something?
No.
No,
And Daniel, you replacing me on the first DWI as well, or just the later two?
Both, yes.
All right.
Well, I had already entered my appearance on the P file when it
Yeah,
arose.
that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All righty, then let's go ahead and start. And then does the DA's office and the DA's office, do you have the case summary?
No, I do not,
Okay.
but I have the motion to revoke that has been
Okay.
filed.
Well, I'm gonna send it both to you. Let's see, Hunter, Griffith, and Daniel, which email do I use?
My first and last name, Your Honor. I think you have it.
I think I do. Okay, at Hotmail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm sending it to both of you. Okay. All righty. Good morning, everyone. We are here under cause number 2020-0C02621, State of Texas versus Isaac Amador. And we are here on a revocation for a DWI. And Mr. Shelley, what is the current bond? Oh, there's on this case. Do you know? Or let me just look it up.
It's a
I
no
believe
bond.
it's a $1,000
bond?
surety.
I'll get it for you, Judge.
Oh, if it's, I don't think it's that.
I know there was a no bond, but I can't remember which one it was.
If it was 1,000. I
Judge,
would-
it shows no bond for
Okay.
Mr.
Is it the
Amador.
rebel? Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
Judge.
Okay, and we are here on a bond hearing. Mr. Avelar, it's your motion. Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Yeah, and as I'm glad you gave me this this report. So the basis of the MTR, Judge, is it's the new arrest and then failure to complete the other conditions. But since then, he has completed TAP, he has completed DWI school, he has completed victim impact panel. There's no violation. There's no violations on the life saver, thank goodness. And he has completed, it looks like, all community service hours, Judge. So we're really talking about now is the new offense, which, Judge, I know the court had informed us that it's about to be filed, but if it wasn't, I would have just asked for a dismissal under that, just failing to file, because it's been over 6 months. But if he's going to be filed, then we can address both. But in any event, Judge, it looks like he's substantially completed or completed all his terms and conditions. So I am asking, Judge, that he be let go. I mean, you want to do a PR bond, Judge, or some kind of a...
Is there any surety bond? He's already on a PR bond under 2021 P file 06884. And I had the court bailiff, my court bailiff, CCR1, I had him call the PR bond office and he spoke to his caseworker, which is Ms. Gallegos. And apparently he's been doing well. He's been showing up to PR bond. He has the portable. So I'm assuming no driving is one of the conditions if he has the portable.
That's correct.
And that's all I found out on this case.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Griffith, go ahead, sir.
Since defendant has substantially completed most of his conditions and he has been doing well on his portable alcohol monitoring device, I would not be opposed to a PR bond for the time, and we can resolve this revocation with the second case once it is filed, which I believe it will be filed today, and if not tomorrow, as I have pushed it through the screening process.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I did receive, I think I was on that email, that it's either today or tomorrow that they're filing the DWI second. So is there any surety bond? So you're asking for a PR bond?
I guess since he's already on one,
Okay, then is there any amount of surety that Mr. Alvarado can make?
yeah, can I ask him that real quick, Your Honor?
Yes, do you want to go out in a breakout room?
No, I think he can.
Okay.
I think he can answer here. Mr. Amador, is there a few dollars you can put up? $100, 500? What can you do?
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
on
I
mute.
guess, I'm on mute.
No, you're good. You're
No,
good. I can hear you.
Cool.
We can hear you.
I mean, like $200 to $500 so I could be able to pull up today.
Yeah, are you still at BJ's restaurant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Judge, I guess I'd ask for a $1,000 bond, Your Honor.
Okay, let's go. The court is going to reduce the bond from no bond to 1,000 cash or surety and a $1,000. Well, no, he doesn't have the ignitioner lock was that under, no, that wasn't under the probation, right?
I believe he
was-
should have been on the interlock or a home unit if he does not drive his car.
Okay,
He's on the
Your
home,
Honor.
I think.
Your Honor, it's because I don't have an active license, so I'm not able to have the ignition and lock.
so no driving, right?
No, ma'am. No, Your Honor.
Alrighty, then, let me see. Yeah, ignition or lock. Okay, so we're doing 1,000 cash or surety with 1,000 PR bond. And obviously, I'm adding no driving. And all the conditions from probation are still in effect, which includes the ignition interlock and everything else. And Ms. Rihanna, when do you want to set him, since he's got 2 cases? Do you want to give them a setting now, or are you gonna send it to them?
I can go ahead and send it to him this afternoon, Judge.
Okay, and hopefully by then we'll have a cause number, so
Yes, Judge.
hopefully. Okay, all righty, does that take care of Mr. Amador?
Yes, it does, Your Honor. I appreciate that. Thanks so
Okay.
much.
All righty, good luck, Mr. Amador. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor.
Okay, so that takes care of Amador, and then was Ruben Hernandez here already?
He's still not here. I went ahead and I called their office, Judge, and they were going to get him on. I'm gonna go ahead and let in the annex.
Okay.
I believe they have Thornton, and we do have Mr.
And do we have
Olivas.
Mr. Olivas?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. Can I
All
be excused?
righty, bye, Avelar.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Good morning, Annex.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Who do you have, Mr. Thornton?
Horton Jeremiah,
Okay.
he's coming right up.
Waiting, oh, there's Mr. Olivas. Good morning, Jesus.
Morning, Judge. How are you? Long time no see.
I know.
Good morning, everybody else.
Okay, just by way of background on Mr. Thornton, before we start, he's got 3 cases, right? A criminal trespass with a $500 bond, an evading arrest with a $500 bond, and a resisting with a $1,000 bond. He also has an unfiled felony, 2022 P file 02698, but I don't believe that's holding him. So on these cases, Mr. Griffith, have you conveyed a recommendation to the defense?
On these, my recommendation is to plead 30 days on the criminal trespass, and the evading and the resisting will be dismissed.
And I believe he has what, 16 or 17 days credit already?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
Okay. And that's actual days, right? So that would cover the 30?
I believe it would.
Okay. Mr. Olivas, have you conveyed this recommendation to Mr. Thornton?
No, Judge, what happened last time, we were gonna have a bond hearing and we got into him having a felony. He says, oh man, we gotta take care of that first. So the whole thing was reset. So no, I didn't get that from Hunter that day. This is the first time I hear about it. I like it. I think it's very reasonable. My only concern is that if he gets out, are they going to pick him back up again on the felony?
He's on a PR bond on the felony is what I'm showing. So, and I don't know when it's gonna be filed.
Yeah, I know. That's the issue.
Did you want to talk to your client in a breakout room?
Sure.
Okay. Ms. Rihanna, can you put him in a breakout room?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Then after this, we have Gonzalez only, right?
We have Gonzalez and Calanche.
Oh,
Judge.
yeah, I keep forgetting about that guy.
Yes.
Hunter on Calanche, are you pleading him out to the private bars case or to mine?
To yours,
That's what I figured.
because he's already on a PR bond on the private bar case.
And what's gonna happen to the other case?
From what I understand, I'll put it in my own words. Hunter can correct me if I'm wrong. They were trying to screen him for DWI court, but he turned himself in before he got screened. So we're pleading him out to this case. And if he gets screened successfully on the other case, they're going to drop the second case. Is that about right, Hunter?
That's correct.
Okay, so he's pleading to this case to the drug court in case?
No, he's not, he can't plead to the DWI court right now because he still has his final screening appointment on May 3rd. However, he turned himself in. And so instead of sitting into jail, I'm going to plea him to this case. And then once he's successfully screened, I'll dismiss the second case and he enters DWI court.
And then he'll just be modified into the drug court?
Yes, that's
Okay,
correct.
perfect, thank you. Okay, Jesus, where are we? And then Anna.
Judge, I spoke to my client. He's very interested in in taking the deal for those 30 days and have the other two dismissed. I told him what may or may not happen with regards to the felony. I don't know if they're going to revoke his PR bond or not because of this, but who knows? And I also explained to him my other issue is today's my last day. I'm leaving town tomorrow. I'm going to be gone for a whole week, and I hate for him to sit there for a whole week until I get back. I'm not scheduled to get back until May the 3rd.
Okay, but, okay, so can we do this? Can we? Well, will the DA agree to a PR bond and then we schedule him for a plea, for a virtual plea? When's your next virtual plea date? Oh, no, but you're not gonna be here till May 3rd, right?
Exactly.
So could we do that? DA, are you in agreement to that?
I'm in agreement. Since he's already served his time that he will be pleading to, I am in agreement with the PR bond.
Okay.
Thanks,
Then,
Hunter.
and Ms. Rihanna, when is the plea going to be? That way we can tell Mr. Thornton.
We can set that for a remote plea on the 5th. We would just need plea papers in by before then.
Okay. And what time are you leaving tomorrow, Jesus?
I'm sorry?
Are you leaving in the afternoon or in the morning tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, Judge.
Okay, yeah, because I've got jail dockets, so worst case scenario, I could do that, but if you're leaving in the morning, that's not gonna help.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
catching a plane like it's 6 or 7 in the morning.
oh yeah, I won't be here at 6 or 7. So, okay,
Judge, I know Rihanna said May 5th, but since my guy's gonna be out of bond, can we delay it just a little bit more so I can get him in here? Sign him up.
May 12th, when's your next one? May 12th?
Yes, Judge, every Thursday.
Okay, so May 12th, Mr. Thornton. What I'm gonna do is on these 3 cause numbers, I'm gonna place you on probation. I'm sorry, on PR bond, and your only condition is going to be to give them an address and to show up to the virtual police center located at, is it 1051 or 1015? I always get those numbers confused.
10:15.
1050, Campbell, North Campbell. And then, but before that, your attorney will be calling you and you'll be filling out some plea papers. If you do not show up on the 12th, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna wind up back here again, okay? So, anything else on Thornton? From the
Nothing from the
state or from
state,
the
Your Honor.
defense?
Nothing from me. Judge, just want to verify a number where I can reach them. Jeremy, are you still at 861-5961?
Okay, he's mute.
Yeah, I could tell. Jeremy, can you hear me?
Yes, it's 915-238-8115.
8115?
Yes.
Okay. You call me or I call you the following week and we'll touch bases, have you come in and send out those papers, okay?
And I'll be released today?
You should be.
Okay, awesome. Thank you all.
Okay, as long as you don't have any other holds,
Okay,
then you should be out today.
okay.
Okay, all righty, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
Judge.
on Calanche, who's gonna be next? Rihanna, Gonzalez or Calanche?
Let in both Mr. Hernandez
There
and
they
Mr.
are. I see Ruben, and I see, do I see Omar or Caesar?
Your Honor, that's the only defendant we had at the annex. May the annex be dismissed?
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, then let's downtown, let's move on to Mr. Calanche, which is gonna be a plea.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rihanna.
Good morning.
Thank you for all your help, and as well, thank you, Mr. Griffin.
Okay, let's see, everybody's here. Mr. Calanche, can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. Sorry.
Okay, perfect. All righty, good morning, everyone. We are here under cause number 2020-0C08949, State of Texas versus Jeremy Calanche. May I have announcements from council, please?
Hunter Griffin for the state is ready.
Joseph Dowd for the defense is ready, Your Honor.
And let the record reflect that Mr. Ruben Hernandez is also present, and Mr. Ruben Hernandez represents him on the other misdemeanor, right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Calanche, go ahead and give me your complete name, date of birth, and let me know if you are a U.S. citizen, please.
My name is Jeremy Marcus Calanchi. Date of birth is November 29th, 1993. I am a U.S. citizen, Your Honor.
And Mr. Calanche, you're being charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, having a blood alcohol concentration higher than a 0.15. That is a Class A misdemeanor. Range of punishment is a fine up to $4,000 and or jail time up to 1 year. On this case, you have the right to have a jury trial. If you do not wish to plead guilty, we can have a trial in front of a jury in front of the court. Would you like to have a trial or would you like to plead guilty?
Plead guilty, Your Honor.
And what is the recommendation from the state and what's been tendered to the defense?
Recommendation is 18 months probation, a fine of $750, court cost, 100 hours of community service, the camera interlock, DWI repeat offender program, victim impact panel, a 10 tap, UA and R blood analysis, a curfew, the $60 lab fee, as well as the $15 video fee, as well as the standard terms and conditions of probation.
And Your Honor, that's my understanding as well. The only thing I'd like to note for the record is that part of this deal is that if he's successfully screened in the DWI program, his other case will be dropped and this will be transferred over to the DWI court.
And let me ask this, when is this the only case holding him? Once he pleads to that, he's out?
Yes,
And
Your Honor.
then after that, is there do we have an appointment with CCR2?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, he's already done his first two, I guess, interviews, and his final, and he's already been, he's done well in those first two. His final, I guess, interview with the counselor is, I believe, scheduled for May 5th.
Okay, all righty. And Mr. Dowd, have you, oh, no, I'm sorry, Mr. Griffith, what's been tendered to the defense or what's been placed onto portal?
I've tendered the 3914 to Defense Counsel, which had all the evidence that has been placed on portal
Okay.
in this case.
And Mr. Dowd, have you had an opportunity to review everything that's been placed onto portal?
Yes, Your Honor.
And was all the evidence complete? Anything missing?
Yes, Your Honor, it's complete.
Okay. And Mr. Calanche, is this your understanding of the recommendation, the 18 months probation and the fact that you are going to be screened for the DWI court? If everything goes well, then the other case is going to be dismissed. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And Mr. Calanche, I do not have to follow this recommendation. However, if I do, you may not appeal my decision without my permission. To the offense of driving while intoxicated, having a blood alcohol concentration higher than a 0.15, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
The court is going to accept your guilty plea, finds you guilty of this offense, and sentences you to the recommendation of the state. Anything else from the state or from the defense?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, Mr. Calanche, have you understood everything? Any questions?
Yes, Your No, Your Honor. I've understood everything, Your Honor.
Okay, all righty. Thank you. That concludes this hearing, and thank you, Mr. Hernandez, and thank you, Mr. Calanche.
And thank you, Judge. And thank you, Mr. Dowd. I thought I was gonna do the plea, but thank you for showing up and doing it. I appreciate it.
Don't worry about it, man. My
Okay.
client too.
Thank you. You
All
guys
right.
have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Your Honor.
Your Honor, with that, that's my last client for the day. May I be excused from the hearing?
Yes, thank you. Have a great day.
All of you guys as well. See you all tomorrow.
Well, we're down to Gonzalez.
Yeah, give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to the next floor.
That's fine. Take your time. It's
All right, thank you.
CLM anyway. They've got a lot
right,
of time on their hands.
Thank you.
I'm joking before he. Jessica, I forgot to put tap on Calache, which I'm sure you caught already. And then I didn't put to be screened by
The
DWI.
DWI court. I already have that, Judge. I'm adding it.
You did. You did.
But Judge, I wanted to make sure with you for Mr. Garcia on the dates you're giving him the one for the 80 days, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I didn't see the docket on there, so I was just going based off of the jailings.
I didn't put it in there.
Not yet. No.
Oh, no, oh, no, I didn't because it's the plea of truth. Okay, I'll do it in a few minutes. So Rihanna, I need bond orders on Thornton and Amador, right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
And then they did, the CSO did not send a case summary for Gonzalez Gaitan. So the court liaison is trying to get someone on the Zoom. May you have any questions?
Okay, thank you. On this one, I read the MTR and he never showed, he never did anything, so.
Let's hold on that. Let's hold. Hold judgment.
Okay, I won't make a judgment yet until the DA tells me what he did or did not do. And Mr. Griffith, do you have a recommendation on this case yet or no?
Yes, I would offer 45 days for a plea of true on this case.
Okay.
Your Honor, this is Gonzalez Juan Carlos.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Gonzalez. Can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All righty. Good morning, everyone. We are here under cause number 2019-0C-11637, State of Texas versus Juan Gonzalez. And we are here on a bond hearing for a motion to revoke on a DWI .15. And that motion was filed back on October 20th of 2021. And it's your motion, Mr. Lozano. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge, my client was born in Juarez, Mexico. He was naturalized U.S. citizen when he was about 4 years old. He's lived in Texas ever since. He is 24 years of age. He's been married for about 4 years. They have a 4-year-old daughter. He currently is not working. However, due to the GI Bill, he is getting paid for attending Western Technical. He was in the Marines for 4 years and was honorably discharged. If he were allowed to be released, he would reside at 11029 Loma Grande, El Paso, Texas 79934. He resides there with his mother, his daughter, and his sister, who's 23 years of age. His mom is employed at the U.S. Renal Care, and she would assist and support him in any way that she can. Your Honor, the importance of him being released as soon as possible is threefold. First, he is the primary caretaker for his daughter. His daughter, his wife and him are currently separated, and she's not very attentive. That's why, to the daughter, that's why she resides with him. He also has the fear of losing that payment from the GI Bill if he gets kicked out of school. And so if he's not attending, he's not receiving funds, therefore his daughter is not being taken care of financially. I understand that one of the allegations are that he failed to report, and that was because he was stationed in California. I believe the probation was transferred out there. During this time, there was some miscommunication, and obviously there was some inability for him to follow through with what he had to. However, given the fact that he's now residing here, he's coming to school here, he's receiving, basically income by being in school, he is in a position where not only can he provide and become an extremely productive citizen, but he can also complete whatever condition of probation he has to sooner than ever before. And so given the time from the date of this offense, he has picked up no new offenses. He's admitted to me that he has not consumed alcohol since this arrest. And Your Honor, I mean, even if the court is not in a position to say that he will be able to continue on probation, we are at least asking for a PR bond or the lowest bond possible so that he can maintain providing for his family, Your Honor.
Okay, tell me how he plans to comply with probation this time.
Your Honor, if he is given opportunity to be released, he understands that a lot of these classes are still being allowed to be completed online. So I'm sure he can complete the DW school as soon as possible. The community service hours, I don't know if they've started back again, but before when he started, they were put on hold. I'm sure he's going to make whatever efforts necessary to complete those immediately. He has every single incentive right now because of his, he's supporting his daughter and wants to be with his daughter and obviously keep that income going to complete whatever condition the court requires, Your Honor.
Okay, my main concern is the camera ignition interlock. That's my main concern.
Judge, I guarantee that if the court just gives him enough time for him to get out and make an appointment with Smart Start or whatever company that the probation department is sending them, that he will comply with any of those conditions. Again, since he's not consuming alcohol, he's not afraid of being monitored that way. He even told me that he'd be willing to wear a ankle monitor if need be. So again, he's committed to getting out and doing whatever he has to do, Your Honor.
Okay, let me hear from the state. Mr. Griffith?
Yes, as you know, he didn't report and he failed to get an ignition interlock. Right now, I believe the bond is at 3,000 surety, 1,000 PR. If I think that's reasonable for a DWI where that's over 0.15, where he did not do anything, including get the interlock device. However, if you determine that the bond should be reduced, I ask that the interlock or in-home unit, if he's not driving, be made a condition of his PR.
And Mr. Valdez, thank you for joining us. I did see on the docket sheet that Judge transferred this case to wherever he was going to be stationed. However, did we ever transfer him anywhere?
I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't hear it. There was a lot of noise.
Sorry. Was he ever transferred to wherever he was stationed by the probation department?
I do not believe so, Your Honor. I don't see modifications to that effect.
I don't either. And I know that it is on the docket sheet, defendant in military, so may transfer to wherever he is stationed. There's a bunch of chicken scratch here. That's what I think it says. And I know I don't see modifications either. So apparently he was not transferred. So what's the lowest surety bond that your client can make? I can't hear you.
Judge, obviously, we would ask for the lowest possible. In terms of a surety, if the court can consider, maybe swapping those amounts, maybe 1,000 surety, 3,000 PR. I'm hoping that maybe his mom can lend him that money for now or something like that, so he can get out and get moving on this stuff.
Okay. The court is going to reduce the bond to 1,000 cash or surety. I'm not going to place him on PR bond because he is still on probation. So Mr. Valdez, where should Mr. Gonzalez show up? Or
Your Honor, okay. We were aware that he was going to go to California, from what I understand. it's quite possibly that a transfer wasn't done because the state might reject it because it's a misdemeanor case. Now,
Maybe.
the term ended back in December of 2021, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
And if he's released right now, the only thing holding the case active is a motion to revoke. Is Mr. Gonzalez still in the military, Mr. Lozano?
No, he's been honorably discharged.
Okay, and where is he currently residing, here locally or out of state?
He's here in El Paso.
Okay, and when did he get discharged?
On February, I think February 2021.
So he was already discharged when we were trying to make efforts to get a hold of him. We tried calling the numbers, sent failed to report letters with no response. It is our concern that he didn't respond to our attempts to get a hold of him. And if he's asking to go back on supervision, based on what I'm looking at the notes here, I would insist that we get some sort of confirmation of his address, phone number, employment to be able to get a hold of him with at least 2 or 3 good references.
Yeah, and you shall have that. He is attending Western Technical College. He's also residing at 11029 Loma Grande, El Paso, Texas 79934. We also have his mom as a point of contact. Let me get that number for you. The mom is Sylvia Gaitan, 915-491-4875. And an email of S as in Sylvia, last name Gaitan 02@gmail.com.
Okay, what about Mr. Gonzalez's own contact info?
Mr. Gonzalez, do you have a phone number or a phone?
Or an email?
You're muted, Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes, I do.
Go ahead and provide it.
My phone number is going to be 619-483-7399. As for my email, it's going to be JUANTOO19181@gmail.
All right, Your Honor, we would ask Mr. Gonzalez report immediately to me, Jesse Valdez, upon release. If he's bonded out here at our office, 915-886-1040, extension 1053, in person, preferably 435 Vinton Road, Suite A is in Apple.
Okay, did you get that? You're where, Benton?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and where does, okay, it doesn't matter. Mr. Gonzalez, I am going to lower your bond to 1,000 cash or surety, 1,000 PR bond, since I didn't think I was gonna have to add a PR bond component, but I am, with the ignition interlock device. And Ms. Rihanna, if you can set Mr. Gonzalez for a pre-revo, maybe in 30 days, I don't know what your court usually does, to see if he is serious about complying with probation. That'll give him an opportunity to show whether he indeed is serious about it or not. The recommendation from the state is 45 days in the county jail in case he is not serious about complying with probation. That way, that'll give an opportunity for the court to find out whether Mr. Gonzalez wants to comply or not. And you are to report to Mr. Jesse Valdez. Tell me your address again, Jesse.
435 Vinton Road, Suite A, as in Apple. We're right between the steel refinery and the outlet mall. And Your Honor, just to clarify, because his term is ended, I'm only going to see him here in person to verify he did come. The supervision will probably be done by the PR bond officer until the case is resolved. Should he be extended and continue, then we'll resume supervision, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Valdez, since the case has expired, if he does whatever he's supposed to, which includes classes and everything that he's lacking. Can he still have an opportunity to do that, or are we not even there?
I'm going to give him the information, Your Honor, so he can address whatever is pending.
Okay.
And should, as far as, I don't know if you're just asking me for a recommendation. We're willing to work with everybody, but he needs to do his part. I'll give him whatever information he needs to be able to address the pending matters with probation.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. Mr. Gonzalez, did you understand everything?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all righty. I'll file the bond orders in a few minutes. Anything else on this?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, all righty. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez.
Your Honor, just to clarify, Mr. Gonzalez, you have to report within 48 hours of being released, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I understand.
And report to you, Jesse, or to whoever's there?
To me, Your Honor, because I'll know what's going on and I'll give him, and I'll look up what he needs and I'll have the information ready for him.
Okay, perfect. To Mr. Valdez, thank you so much. All righty, thank you. Rihanna, are we done?
Yes, Judge, that is it.
Okay, and let me kind of go over, okay, thank you, Mr. Lozano. Thank you, Mr. Griffith. Thank you, Mr. Valdez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Garza.
Thank you, Judge.
Brianna, let me just go over the docket with you before, that way I'll know what I need to do. And Jessica, if you can stay on too. Okay, so on Manuel Garcia, Jessica, I need the docket sheet, right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, and then on Gonzalez, the bond is gonna be 1,000 cash or surety, 1,000 PR bond, and then I'm gonna add conditions. And what, so I'll do that in a few minutes, and then I will, do you want me to email it to you guys and then you guys file it, or what do you want to do?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, I'll do that. And then on Thornton, it's going to be, okay, I can't read my chicken scratch now. On Thornton, it's going to be PR bond, and he is to plea on May 12th, right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, and then Amador, the bond was reduced to 1,000 cash or surety, 1,000 PR bond to include no driving, the ignition interlock, all that stuff. And then you're gonna send them a setting as soon as the other case gets filed, and that's for Daniel Avelar. And if you need for me to sign any paperwork, just email it to me and I'll sign it for you.
Thank you.
And then on Calanche, Jessica, is everything uploaded?
I already have all the plea docs, Judge. I sent everything to the jail, so I'm waiting for them to send it back.
Okay, and then the other plea is, the other DWI is not holding him in the county jail? No, right?
No, Judge.
Okay, alrighty. Okay, any questions, Rihanna or Glenn?
Judge, I have one question regarding a hearing for tomorrow on a motion to withdraw on Alvaro Badillo. There's a motion to withdraw hearing and a plea hearing. After we set the plea hearing, his attorney Troy Brown requested a motion to withdraw. Last Thursday, the judge was going to hear it on Zoom. However, Mr. Badillo did not show up in a prompt manner to that hearing, so it was reset for tomorrow. Would you like Mr. Brown present for that hearing? Because normally what happens is the judge knew what his reasoning was behind it. She just wanted Mr. Badillo to show up so she could grant that motion to withdraw. But since you're unfamiliar with that, would you like Mr. Brown to show up for that?
No, I'm reading the motion to withdraw as we speak. And no, I don't think we just need Mr. Badillo to show up, but we don't
Okay,
need
Judge.
Mr. Brown. Okay.
Perfect, Judge. We'll let him know.
Okay, and then on tomorrow, let's see, you guys start at what, 10 a.m.?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, and how are we gonna do it?
Well, Judge, what we were gonna do is Rihanna was gonna
Go
say.
off, YouTube, Rihanna, if you